Hi, and welcome. That's a great start. Hi, and welcome to RickSwanRacing. Tonight, I am back in LeMans Ultimate and back from Florida and going to do some GT racing. I'm back in the Mustang and had to do some quick last-minute fixes to the sim here because I was having some monitor issues with the way they're mounted. But I'm going to jump in real quick. This is the Sebring school circuit race, which apparently is only about a 16-minute race, so this is going to be crazy. But I have not driven this circuit, so I'm going to hurry up and get in here and try to get some laps in because I'm actually not familiar with it. I think I know how it's going to go, but let's give it a go. Give it a try. If it lets me, let's do it. Make sure everything's displaying properly. Take a quick minute here and make sure people can actually hear me, that the mic isn't flaking out. Test 1, 2. Good. Everybody's going to be able to hear me, whether you want to or not. All right, let's do it. Should be good to go. Except I noticed one thing. I got to change something real quick because I'm a stickler. Realize I got the wrong dash running. I gotta go to the Ford dash. It was the Corvette one that I was running last time. That's the Ford one. Here we go, Ford Mustang. That's a little better. All right, let's go. Enough diddling around. Let's get on out here. Get some laps in. Yep, gonna be rusty. I've been away from racing for a couple weeks because of some personal travel, and so it might be a little bit interesting, especially on a course that I'm not familiar with. But being that this is a short race, I think this is gonna be brutal.
The pit exit's clear. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. It looks like Dave has crashed. Blue flag. Got cold brakes all round. Be careful.
Take the real inside line.
Car clear left. Yellow flag in Sector 3. Sector 3 is green. Blue flag. Left side, clear left. E14.
I think I get about 10 minutes of practice here before it's time. Pushing like crazy.
Okay, Rick, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Yeah, I really like Sebring, but I gotta tell you, I don't know if anybody ever actually runs that course, but
left side, clear left.
let's stay out of the way from this. Good, guys.
Clear left. We think Adrian has spun off.
I feel like I haven't driven the Mustang in a really long time either.
Green flag Sector 1.
Time 1:50.15.
Yellow flag. It's heading Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Brake temperatures look good. Tires are cold, watch out. Sector 2 is now green.
Yeah, these tires are cold.
Green flag in Sector 3. Green flag Sector 1. Sector 1. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. We think that Roberto has stacked it.
Oh, Roberto.
Sector 3 is clear, green flag.
Lap 108.41.
B13.
I have a feeling a lot of people are going to die in that corner. Almost feels like Long Beach in a way. If you just put walls. You never quite get a good chance to get your speed up, feels like.
Sector 3 is now yellow. We can see Alexander has binned it. Sector 3 is now clear. Car left. Clear left.
I had a feeling he was going to push a bit wide.
Time 108.98.
Trying to figure out where my brake point is in this corner.
Yellow flag.
Can almost square that right around, make a nice corner out of it.
Green flag, sector 2. Yellow flag, sector 3. Okay, Rick. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. We think Rizzo has gone off.
So I'm doing about a minute lap, just over a minute.
Green flag in sector 1. Green flag in sector 3. Yellow flag in sector 1. We think that Real has gone off.
Time
Sector 2 is now yellow. Green flag in sector 1.
107.50.
B13. That's your best lap in this session.
Let's see if I can take this in second. Feels a little too tall for that. So we got time for one more lap.
Lap 106.95.
Yeah, missed my pit entrance. I don't count it. I'm gonna pit right now. Oh, it's an interesting layout. Not my favorite, but I like Sebring anyway, so it works. Hey there. Hey there, generic red and blue Porsche pseudo car. All right, I'm gonna jump out of this. So 1:06, eh? Why don't we just stop there right now? Go back to the main menu, get ready for the race.
That's the end of the session. 14th.
14th, that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to do some quick math here. And what do they claim? So it's a 15-minute race? Wow, that's going to be a fast race. So 15, you got to do some math type stuff. Go to that screen for a minute so you guys aren't staring at me staring down. So 15-minute race, it was basically a minute lap. So that would be, well, 15 laps, but I don't believe that, so I'm going to go a little extra. Yeah, it was actually, I mean, I was at 1:06, so it's at 1.1. So, you know, technically, it'd probably be more like a 14 lap race, but I always like to buffer it a little bit. Good stuff. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how LMU crams these quickie races in. Seems like they're just slamming them right out. I think the other race after this is like a short track Bahrain race, which is going to be interesting as well. Another layout I've never tried. But they got 170 people currently registered for this, so that's not too bad. I think with the time change now, maybe that will mean that I'm going to start seeing a lot more Europeans in the racing, because now essentially I'm with daylight savings time. I guess I'd be racing an hour earlier, more or less. 10 seconds to race start. Let's see where it sticks me. But yeah, I got back from traveling and had to try to repair some monitor problems I was having that I wasn't a big fan of with my stand. I was having some monitor sag because it's a wooden stand, and I was getting everything sagging, so I took some time real quick this evening before the race to try to repair it, and I think I got it. Ended up being a bigger project than I actually intended. Hey, let's go around. So, split 7. Alright, so let's get out here. It's not going to rain. 15-minute race. Perfect. Let's go drive for a little bit. Maybe. Get away from my screen to actually do something here. Hello.
2 minutes to go, 2 minutes.
Well, maybe it'll work. Hope so. Maybe I won't get any practice in. It seems to be hung up for a moment. See if I can go back to the pit. There we go. Turn the garage. Do I have a mouse? There's my mouse. Okay, let's try that again now with actual driving. There we go. Driving stuff. Yeah, back in the Mustang, looking for some good American brap. Is it really brap? I don't know if this would qualify as brap. This is a lot meaner than brap. Wow, cloudy sky. Hey, Chugbug. Happy to have you. I'm back. Back in the saddle. Back from Florida.
The leader has just done it. 110.33.
Checking out this weird layout.
Exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. The brakes are cold. Be careful. The leader's just done it. 107.10.
Wow, 107. I was doing better than that in practice. Maybe I'll get lucky. Can you hear me okay, Chugbug? I just want to make sure you're able to
the session.
hear my audio. It's not acting up. There. Get your C license and iRacing. Nice. Very nice. Have you tried LMU, or are you just diving right in with iRacing for starters? How long is quali 5? Yeah, well, you got to start somewhere. So that's okay. I mean, one of the things that I try not to fixate on my license level, because, you know, like even in this, you know, I'm bronze, and to me it's kind of frustrating. It's like, yeah, but if I'm having fun, that's really all that matters. You know, there's always going to be somebody that's faster than you, somebody that's better than you, and that's okay. The volume? No. So, can you hear me at all? Let me just check my feed. I can see I'm transmitting sound. Right here, let me go qualify real quick here. Oh, so the volume is a little low? Just making sure I understand. Oh, my mic. Okay, I'll mess with that after.
There's traffic approaching. Watch your mirrors. Okay, Rick, we've got 3 minutes to do the business. We need to get some heat into these brakes.
What I will do is I will turn down the car sound just a little bit here once I done qualifying. Turn up my mic a little bit. Let me know if that helps. If not, I can turn the car volume down a little bit.
Lap 109.71.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Still cold. Butchering that.
All right, Rick, to watch the track limits. Right side's clear.
Yeah, well, let me get going with this and we can chat a little bit
8.842.
about our racing. Right now, I'm just trying to survive on some cold tires. It's cold.
That's the end of the session. P17.
Ugh, I'm way at the back. That's okay.
That time was a 1:07.90.
Okay, let me go back to the pit here real quick. And put some fuel in. Let me turn the line in down a little bit. Set up the car, put in some fuel. Definitely don't need 29 laps. How about 17 laps? There. Yeah, I just turned the line into my mixer down a little bit, and hopefully that'll solve it.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
Yes, sir. Let's do it. Okay, got some feedback. Yeah, I monkeyed with the sound settings a little bit, and like, you know, the Mustang's loud. You know, the Corvette, which I drove just before, was it a week or so ago before I traveled, that thing's so quiet. I probably kicked up the volume a little bit, and now all of a sudden it's like, hey, you know, nobody can hear you. Here, let me make sure I get enough fuel. 15 laps? That's not what I want. I'm going to put in 17 laps of fuel. There we go. Oh, weird. Huh. Doesn't seem like it wants to give me 17 laps of fuel.
Formation lap has started.
All good. All good. Yeah, I'm going to try to do a couple races here. I might even do 3 races if these are super short. Slow down. Okay. Catch up. Well, I'll try to be a little bit louder too. I might be being super quiet too. I have a feeling this is going to be death. All right, let's do it.
Green flag, green flag.
Car left. Still there. Still there. Clear left. On your right. Clear right. On your right. Clear right. Right side. Still there. Still there. Clear right. Well done, Rick. Good start.
Yeah, sneaky Ferrari.
a 118.97.
Whoa, big crash.
Yellow flag, watch out. It looks like Daniel has binned it. Car left, clear left. Car ahead is Grosso, sector 1 is green. Just done a 105.47. Car right. Right side's clear.
That time was a
Sector
108.23.
Yellow flag. Last lap time was a 108.122. We think Edwards has spun off. Sector 1 is now green.
People are overcooking that corner.
Right side's clear. Got cold tyres, ready to get some heat into them. On your left. Clear left. Yellow flag in sector 2. It's fine, mate. It's just a spray. Fastest lap for Kravinsky, 105.26.
That time was a 107.82.
Still there. Incident in sector 1, yellow flag. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
Like the Mustang muscling its way through traffic.
Yellow flag, sector 2. Green flag in sector 2.
Time was a 106.53.
All right, Rick, keep doing what you're doing. This is spot on. E5. You've got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes to go.
Line that guy's taking. Seems like those guys are taking a super tight line. Yeah, I'll show you in between. If not, I can definitely show you after.
The guy in front is Palavicini.
But yeah, no, I can chug. I can show you. I'll try to show you between races. If not, I'll take a few minutes later on. And if you're around, I'll show you for sure.
Time 1:06.53.
Very strange layout to me.
Focus on the exits. We can go faster here. Okay, Rick. Half distance.
Halfway through the race.
That's a new fastest lap for Dravinsky on a 5.00. The guy ahead is
Time
within half distance. Fuel looks good.
1:06.19.
We can see Scar and Palavicini have gone off. Incident in sector 2, yellow flag. We think that Palavicini has stacked it. Sector 1 is clear.
Looked like a BMW hit the wall or lost a wing. I think the guy behind me actually went off. I think the Ferrari light crashed. What if he hit that BMW? Pretty sure this BMW, this Ferrari behind me is somebody that qualified
Sector 2
fast.
is 3 car, 0.5 off the pace. Sector 1 is 0.41 off the pace. Okay, Rick, you've used half your fuel. Sector 1 is yellow. We think Lawrence has gone off. Sector 1 is green. Sector 1.
This guy's faster than I am. I wouldn't be surprised if he
Right
gets me.
tyres are cold.
Guess we'll see.
Under 5 minutes to go. You're looking good for a podium.
That time was a 1:06.17.
Clear left. Pressured. Keep your exit speeds up. Your tyres are cold, watch out.
It's an intense race.
That time was a 1:06.90.
behind me just spun. He was carrying better speed, but he just couldn't get a line.
The gap to Will ahead is increasing. It's now 5.0.
He had some good runs going though. I thought he was going to get me, but I think I kept denying him a good line. I mean, I'm defending, but I'm not like being a tool about it. That's like better words.
Track temps increasing. It's now 74 Fahrenheit.
I'm just protecting my lines.
Lap 1:07.54.
Sector 1 is yellow. It looks like Tesla has crashed. Sector 3 is yellow.
See if I can carry a third gear through here. I guess I can.
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
So there should be 2 or 3 laps left.
Sector 1 is green.
Saying for time here.
That time was a
1 minute and a half, so it must be 2 laps. 37 seconds. So 1 more lap. Yeah, it didn't make it down to IMSA. I really wanted to make it to Sebring, but I had too much else going on.
That time was
Still,
a
Florida was
1:07.2.
nice and warm.
Keep it together, we'll be on the podium.
Trying to round out this corner and keep the speed up.
There's a white flag. White flag, mate.
All right. Guess that's a podium. I'll take it.
Okay, pit stop requested. Great drive. That's a podium.
Nice. All right, I'm going to pull it over here. Now I will show you the menu real quick because I'm going to jump out and see how long I have before the next race here. Hold on. Okay. So, yeah, I'll take that. Started what, P15 or something like that? That's crazy. All right, let's jump out of this for a minute. Go back to the main menu. All right, so I'll show you real quick, Chug. So going back to the main menu, it's going to give me some results, but I'm going to ditch out of this because I'll look at those after. So the main menu, yeah, it was a good race. So the main menu here, I'll go way back. the main menu comes up like this, and you have online championships, daily races, weekly races, special events, and then hosted events. I'm going to quickly go look at the daily races because I need to take a quick look to see when the next starts in 1 minute 43 seconds. Well, I got to go for it. So I'm going to register for this one in the Ford and this car and register. Sorry, I know I blew through that really fast. This is going to be interesting. I haven't done this list. Man, they are making these races quick turnaround. But I will try to show you a little bit more after this race because this thing's starting in like a minute here. This is going to be great because I have not even tried this track yet. Let me do that for a second. So I've got 55 seconds. I'm going to go back to the main menu real quick. And like I said, you know, so you've got online championships, daily racing, and this is actually not even the main menu. That's actually just the online menu. The main menu is you can do your own private race, create your own AI race. Yeah, it was probably 177 people online or co-op, which I have not tried. So I'm going to do online racing to go back to kind of where I was. I've got 23 seconds left before the race. And if I wanted to look at daily races, I could look at daily. And again, I know I'm going through this really fast. And I could take a look at what's coming up down the schedule. So right now there's 192 people set up for this event. And I jumped in literally with a minute and a half. So this is going to be crazy because I have not driven this layout of this track. So I'm going to quickly join the event down here. And again, I apologize. I will show you, let me show you after this one. After this race, I will show you a little bit more detail, and then if you want to ask me some questions, I can show you a little bit slower and kind of show you how the menu structure. They've changed the menu structure a little bit. It's actually gotten better. It's gotten more intuitive. I gotta turn my sound back on. So I got to get out here, and so this is a 50-minute race too. I'm going to get out here and do some practice because I have not tried this layout. So I best get out here and do this a little bit. All right. So back in the Mustang. I mean, I've done Bahrain. I've just never done the short. Okay, so what's interesting
to go. 2 minutes.
About the number of people right now
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
with the time change, we're probably getting better overlap to European drivers. But to be fair, in the beginner classes, there's always somebody racing the beginner stuff. The bigger challenge is if you're like, hey, I want to run prototypes. Okay, that's where the turn is. Good to know. I lost it from it. It's a neat layout. And, you know, the turnout, since the turnout just keeps getting better and better and better. They're just, it's growing, and that makes me super happy. They're just adding people to LMU as people get more and more interested in it. I'm gonna let this Mustang go for a second. Actually, no, we can stay back. No, it's great to see that we're getting good turnouts now. I got 30 seconds. I gotta see how fast a lap is here. I'm guessing it's probably about a minute. So that's a first gear corner too.
Sector 1, yellow flag. That's the end of the session, P13.
Interesting. So I have no idea what a lap time is going to be. Yeah, I don't know. Nobody got a time in on that. All right. Exciting. So I'm going to put, say, about 5 laps of fuel in. I don't know what a lap time is going to be here. Yeah, no, I mean, the splits, right now there's 10 splits. I'm in split 5, but there's 10 splits out of that 190, you know, some odd people. Just waiting. Boom. I always wait for the clock to start in qualifying, and then also you get a green flag when it's time to go. All right. I got no feedback. Gotta fix my MOZA thing here. It decided to dump me. There we go. Occasionally it gets a little weird for some reason, but if you pay attention to it, you don't get caught out. All right, so 5-minute qualifying.
You're all clear. Stay behind the line. You've got 4 minutes to settle
Well,
up.
I mean, to be fair,
Got cold brakes all round.
I mean, iRacing is fun. iRacing is good. I do like iRacing, and the cool thing about iRacing is there's a huge variety of cars, types of racing to get your feet wet and get playing, and just a huge selection of tracks. I've felt that iRacing has been lacking a bit with sound and graphics, and I know a lot of people complain about the tire models. I'm kind of on the fence.
Car right.
I find that
Still there.
LMU has just been great, and everything looks good, everything feels good. Motorsport Games has really been staying on top of this whole thing.
Left side.
Seemingly listening to
Clear left. Car right.
to drivers, to
Clear
users
right.
of the service, just constantly making improvements. Yeah, you do get quite a bit of netcode in iRacing. That's for sure. I have actually found that the netcode, in my opinion, the netcode at LMU has been almost non-existent. I think it's been really great. Alright, I gotta get some fast times here. Still got cold tires, so this is gonna be interesting. Reminds me of what to see. I mean, the cool thing about iRacing, there's a lot of variety. I'm very jealous of the track options, and I think, to be fair, I think if LMU steps up and figures out a way to add more tracks and more variety to the series, other than just layouts like this, I mean, this helps. It gives you a little bit. But
Just 2 minutes left.
there's so many like American tracks that I would just kill to see in it, like Daytona and Road Atlanta, Road America. You know, I could go on and on. Pretty much all the IMSA tracks. Sonoma, I really like Sonoma. You know, it would be if they brought some, if they figured out a way to bring that into LMU, it would be awesome. But I get that those are not tracks that WEC races at, so I think the best bet for them is to do the European Le Mans Series, do an Asian Le Mans Series, and then maybe
Time
somehow,
1:25.89.
some way there will be an opportunity to expand it. A little deep. Car turn. Might be able to get one more lap in. I saw a meme that said that BMWs are the Mustangs of Europe. And it was was somebody screwing around with a BMW trying to be hot and wiping out, hitting a wall. This is the ongoing joke about Mustang drivers. Sad thing is, I really want a Mustang. I've got a BMW, but I'd really like a Mustang.
Brake temperatures are fine, mate.
But to your point, Chuck, that's been a thing. iRacing is an expensive platform to stay on. 2 seconds. Oh.
That's the end of the session.
That time was a 1:25.74.
So, minute and a quarter. I need to do some math in it. So let's call it a minute and a half. I got to do some quick math here. All right, so minute and a half lap, 15-minute race. 15 divided by 1.5. Math and stuff. So according to this, 10 laps of fuel are required. I'm doing about a minute and a half, call it about a minute and a half lap. So I'll probably put in about 12 or 13 laps of fuel. Got to make notes. 15-minute race, eh? This is going to be interesting. So let's call it 13 laps of fuel. Let's see if it lets me do that.
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
All right. How much fuel did it give me? Did it give me 13 laps? 13 laps of fuel. That's about what I wanted. Yeah. Probably more than I need, but I'd like to have a little bit extra. Well, yeah, I mean, I think, and don't get me wrong, I've had a lot of fun on iRacing. iRacing has been a great platform, and I really, really enjoy it. And like I said, I love the IMSA racing in it. But you're right, and I think, to your point, I think that they've had a long time, but they've also, I don't know how much competition they've had. I mean, there's ACC and AMS and stuff like that, and then, all the console stuff. But, I think that they just kind of sat
Formation lap has
high
started.
up on their podium without anybody really challenging them. So they're going to have to step up their game. They're going to have to step up their game, if they want to stay relevant, in my opinion. Ugh, this could be a horrible start. We got caught out way in the back, but
Green flag, green flag.
Left side. Clear left.
good run on this, guys. If I can stick it.
Yellow, hold your line. Clear left. Car left. Still there. You're on the right, 3 wide. Clear left. Left side. On your left, clear left, car left.
Forgot about
Looks
the
like
turn.
the team has been there, clear right. Sector 1 is now green.
That was my bad. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Lay him straight away, see if I can get in there. And then I'm like, oh,
Still there.
man, I forgot. There's a right turn right here.
He's still there.
Oops. My bad.
Hold your line. He's still there. Still there. Clear all around. On your left. Clear left. It's nearly sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Yeah, I was like,
Mateo.
I'd forgotten how short that straightaway was. guy's going to be ramming this in too. Well, I expect a whole lot of body damage in this race with these short tracks. Everybody's pushing, and they're short races too.
Okay, Rick, the next car is Fabia.
I would expect the Porsches would do really well at this.
Car in front is Keller.
Porsches are wicked strong in long range, it feels like. Bet you that BMW's just going to sit there the entire race.
The leader's just done it. 123.63.
Stay over there, stay over there, stay over there.
Time 1:25.33.
Get a little over-ambitious coming out of there because I'm like, oh, let's rip it. Oh, can't do that. Almost did it again. I see everybody turning. How many people do that?
Cold tires all around. Sector 3 is clear. Okay, Rick, reel in E9. The gap's now 1.6. Fastest lap for Nicklaus, 123.27.
Well, if I can stay with these guys, maybe I can.
That time was
Get
a
up with
1:25.09.
Yellow flag in sector 1. We think Barroso spinned it. Sector 1 is clear.
I gotta turn a little bit earlier there. I think I'm apexing a little too late. Still hanging up with staying on the throttle way too long coming out of that previous 7 corners.
Car ahead is Fabia.
Trying to be smooth.
Right side tyres are cold.
They need to be less smooth, more fast. 10 minutes remaining.
That time was a 1:24.84.
These guys are going to tangle and it's going to get messy.
Right, clear right. Yellow flag in sector 1. It looks like Keller has crashed. Green flag in sector 1. Okay, Rick, the next car is Dave. tyres are cold, watch out. Car left. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left.
Yeah, well, held him off at least for that, but he'll probably get mirror here.
Still there.
As long as it's clean, I don't mind.
Still there. Still there. Clear right.
Trying to rear end him. Surprised he got it stopped. Let's see if I can stick with him. Yeah, like I said, the Porsches in Bahrain seem really strong.
You're halfway home. The guy in front is RT yellow. Car left.
That BMW went way overshot. I wonder if he got screwed up and thought it was the other layout for a second. Just muscle memory. They're 3 wide behind me. With the BMW sandwich. 2 Porsches and a BMW. It's like a strawberry sandwich. Red BMW in the middle, 2 white and yellow Porsches. Must be hungry. Or I need dessert or something. Oh, Mustang just made it. Stay over there, stay over there.
Time 1:25.64.
Alright Rick, the next car is Matcha.
That BMW just dive bomb behind me. He's driving mad, I think. Let's see if he can take out the Porsches behind me.
The gap to Matcha ahead is increasing. It's now 1.0.
Yeah, I think he is too. I think he got really pissed off with the 2 Porsches behind me, and so they're just tangling, which is good for me. It's slowing them down.
That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes. Okay, Rick. Keep it
These 2 are banging around because the McLaren won't let the Ferrari in.
Lap 1:24.76.
Right, the guy ahead of us is Holojaychik. Sector 1, yellow flag. We think that, Dave, has spun off.
Those 3 are still slamming each other behind me. Really like to catch up to these guys. this guy.
Time 1:24.91.
91.
Guy a little bit nervous. I want my Mustang to fill his mirror, his rear view camera.
That's the new fastest lap for Zuza, 22.90.
Lap 1:24.71.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Hi, buddy. Good behind you. Watching it on here. Think you make a mistake, maybe. A little bit of luck. Way wide. Cut warning, probably.
Stewards and orders for cutting the track.
That other yellow Mustang is catching fast. I'll be contending with him probably this lap.
That time was a 1:24.91.
See if I can have a good last lap without dying with this Mustang.
Car left. Clear left.
You might get me. Getting off itchy back there.
Yeah, so Kruger behind is now 0.28. E7.
Drag race to the end. See if I can hold him out.
7th position. Okay, it's over. Well done, mate. Good finish.
I'll take it.
Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
Alright, let me jump out of here. I was waiting for that Mustang to kill me. Let's see if I can get out of this here. Alright, so that was pretty good. Jump back to the main menu. I'm going to go all the way back for a sec here. And Yeah, see, like the back to school, the Sebring one starts in a minute. So man, they are whaling these things out. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go way back because you're curious, Chug, a little bit about the menu here. So I'm going to go back to the main menu. Let's see what time it is. Excuse me, burping. You did. Okay, well, I'm going to step away for a second anyways, but I figured if you had any other questions, I could answer when I get back. But I'll be right back. I'm just going to set this as away for just a minute, and I will be right back. All right, so I am back. I'm gonna mute this music here real quick, but I will take a second to show you around just real quick because I think it is helpful. It was a little bit confusing at first, but as I said, the menu layouts have changed quite a bit since release of the sim. So just to kind of give you just a little bit of a lowdown. So when you first jump in the game, excuse me, you've got pretty much, you know, 3 options right now. You've got the race weekend, which you can kind of create your own AI event, and then online, which is a whole variety of stuff, and then co-op. Co-op I have not yet tried because, you know, you got to work with other people on that one, and I'm not really racing with other people at the moment. So as far as the menus, you know, you got your settings, your credits or whatever. Replays, for example. So replays, I can go in and I can watch any of the qualifying practices and anything. This is really cool because they also, LMU also has a protest mechanism too, that if you go into an event, you can go look at the results and you can protest. And what they will want is the time stamp of the event when it occurred. So I'll just do one real quick just to kind of show anybody watching kind of how that works. So if you're like, hey, you know, I want to protest something that happened in that last race. So the way that I do it anyways, I go to my profile and I go back and I want to look at the races. So this is the profile screen. You know, it gives you number of wins, podiums, shows you where you're at as far as ranking. You know, I'm still mid bronze 3. Safety ranking. Really the only thing, the driver ranking is how it aligns you, much like iRacing, how it aligns you to other drivers, so that theoretically you'll be placed and matched up with other drivers that are a similar skill level. I've been stuck at bronze 3 like since the dawn of time, and I really would like to get into silver, but we'll see. Platinum 3 safety ranking, my safety ranking stellar. Safety ranking is what opens up advanced and intermediate level races. You know, you can't get into the advanced stuff unless you have a high enough safety ranking. So my safety ranking is great. I just haven't quite got my driver ranking up. but again, is, you know, I'm having a good time, so I'm not going to sweat it. So, for example, if I want to look at the statistics, I can view my statistics and I can look at, you know, my percentages. You know, I've done 137 races since the thing started. I've had 3 wins, 28 podiums. You know, I'm in the top 5 about 40% of the time. 1 pole, that was a bit of a fluke. Was that a fluke? No, I think I actually did get pole on that, but that one race, so here's how bad it went. That's back when they were having a lot of disconnection issues. I got a pole, and then I got disconnected because of the sim, so yay, there goes my pole. 10 DNFs. My DNFs, I would say 3 of them were probably due to the sim crashing out, and the rest of them were to somebody stuffing me. Knock on wood, I don't tend to crash. But I tend to get cleaned out by other people. But anyways, I'm going to go back. So if I go back to event history and I'm like, yeah, you know, I really want to protest somebody in that last race. So I pick Bahrain. And I can look at all the drivers that were in that event. And if I'm like, oh, I want to protest Brian Kruger, you know, for example, but obviously I'm not going to. You get the 3 dots on the side. And if you click on them, you can report this individual. And it'll give you, much like iRacing, it'll give you a similar little form that you fill out. And you give it a timestamp of the event as to how you want to protest that guy. That being said, I think I've protested 3 times and I've never seen a response back. I did see on the Discord channel, though, where other people have done it and they got emails back. I think it was an email back from Motorsport Games or whomever saying this individual got reviewed or whatever. So there is a mechanism for it, which is great. You know, I know sometimes with iRacing, you put in a protest and, you know, more often than not, it's, well, just racing, you know, it's just a racing incident. Well, okay, but, you know, so I can't tell whether the quality of the protesting this is any different. There was a couple times where individuals tried to murder me. It was blatant. I protested, never heard anything back. Hard to say. So, so anyways, that's how you do that. So I will go back, for example, and take a look at online for a minute. So as soon as my mouse comes back. Okay, so online. If I want to race other humans, go online, and that's where it gives you the options. You can, if you are in doing their race control thing, you can have access to online championships. I have not done any yet because we've been traveling, so I kind of slacked a bit on that because it just wasn't around. Even though I've upgraded to the race control gold or whatever the standard is, I haven't done any championships because I just haven't been around. So that gives you the option for hosted online championships. Let's take a look at hosted races just for giggles. So if I wanted to go check out hosted, like say I was part of a club or whatever, these are all the hosted events going on right now. There's maybe a couple pages of them. And, you know, some of them are locked. I have not tried any hosted events, but all the ones with, obviously with a lock, must be locked, it must be password protected, or you must have to be part of whatever this is. But practice, don't be that guy in respect. That's quite the... but similar, you know, you can see, you know, 2 out of 20 people are doing this, practicing, you know, 5 out of 30. A lot of practicing, few little races that people are doing. Actually, it's pretty good, 16 out of 20. You know, so there's definitely people testing and just having fun with other people, and I think it's great. And if I wanted to host my own race, I could do it. And I think, if I recall, the cost to host is like really, really, really affordable. But I have not tried that yet. So let me go back. Go back. And so that's hosted. Online championships I talked about. Special events. So special events, there may not be any running, and it'll probably say, okay, so there is. So special events, they will do these on generally weekends, like a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or so. So, you know, this is, for example, 2023 2.4 hour Le Mans 2023 means that they're going to have like this, the Glickenhaus or whatever. So that means that you could run the older cars, which is kind of cool. 2.4-hour Le Mans, Circuit de la Sarthe. So what they will do, which is cool with this, you know, the whole event is 174 minutes long. It's a long time. I've done them and I've streamed them. The catch is this, is what they do is a time compression, which is pretty neat. So you do a 2.4-hour long event, and in that 2.4 hours, they actually do a time compression. So you start in daylight, you race all night long, and then you end in daylight. They compress that 24 hours into a 2.4-hour race, which is super, super cool. So that's the special events. And, you know, you can, this says, you know, registration opens up Friday, 21st of March. Okay, so we're going to go back to the previous menu. And so if I wanted to look for weekly events, they will also do a weekly series. And weekly right now is WEC Weekly. This one starts at 11 o'clock my time, so I will not be in that one. And then tomorrow, this is Algarve. 120 minutes, you know, it's likely completely open setup. You can do whatever you want, mixed class. And then we'll go back to dailies. So dailies, kind of where I was before, and you have different levels. You've got, and I'm probably going to run and do the Bahrain paddock circuit again one more time, because that was kind of fun. So I may do that one more time. But you have different series. You've got beginner, intermediate, advanced. Now that's where your safety rating comes into play. You know, not your driver rating, but your safety rating factors into that. That to get into the higher levels in intermediate or advanced, you have to have a certain particular rating. So right now, beginner levels, fixed setup, running exclusively GT3 at Sebring and Bahrain, both short circuits. Intermediate right now is a WEC Experience, Circuit de la Sarthe. How long is the race? Can't tell. Hour-long race, and starts in 34 minutes. And I believe it is, if I recall, it's Circuit de la Sarthe with no chicanes. So it's going to be fast, fast, fast. Here's the catch. And so, Chug, this is for you when you're talking about population of events. As you saw, like right now, let's go back to beginner, for example. Sign-ups for this race. Right now, let's take a look at it. There's 30 people signed up. Everybody else is currently doing the Sebring event. So let's go look at the WEC Experience multi-class. Starts in 34 minutes. How many people are signed up? 16. That's actually not bad. Here's the downside that I've run into being here in the States, which really sucks, is that it's really hard to get a multi-class intermediate level or advanced level race. We just don't get that many people. And right now, so there's 16 people. This is a pretty good setup. You need a minimum, I think, of 8 people for it to count. So when does this start? This starts in a half hour. This starts 8:45, and it's an hour-long race. Ooh. I'm pondering. I might want to do that tonight. We'll see. So pretty good. This has actually got a decent turnout for once, which makes me pretty happy and very interested, because multi-class is just fun. Actually, it's a 40-minute race, and it starts in 33 minutes. So it starts at 8:45 our time, and it goes for just shy of an hour. Yeah. So let's see. I'm going to go back again to daily races, and then go, like, for example, I'm going to look at the advanced stuff. And one stint sprint, Monza starts in 20 minutes. Let's check it out. And like, it's a 45-minute race. There's nobody in here. So this race starts in, well, actually, this race starts in an hour. So maybe people will sign up. I don't know. It's unfortunately, I guess my point is that when you get to the intermediate and advanced stuff, the number of people drop off pretty dramatically. They drop off pretty dramatically. I mean, there's during the night time here in the States, there's like almost nobody in the advanced. Now, whether that's just nobody's got the licensing or, you know, the safety rating or whatever, but I think what you'll find that predominantly it's because of there's just a lot more people in Europe probably driving this. I think there's probably a lot of people here in the States that are running iRacing instead, which maybe over time that'll change. And like I've said, I think if they add the other tracks, I think you're going to see a draw. A lot more people will come over from iRacing. So hopefully that gives you at least, Chug, a little bit of an idea of how this works, whether you wanted to know it or not. But I'm probably not going to do the intermediate event, but that would be quite cool. But I don't know as I have that much time. But what I do have time for is to do another LMGT3 fixed, and that starts at 1/2 So I'm going to register in the Mustang for that. Yeah, it's already up to 40 people. Oops, gotta lean forward so I can see my Mustang logo again. I'll go back to the same old music. So when you join, I'll show you the joining process. You pick the event, pick the car, and then there are multiple liveries at the bottom. Excuse me, multiple liveries at the bottom. You know, you get the yellow, you get the blue, you get the black. As far as the Mustang, you know, I'm gonna run the blue because I like it, and then you can pick whichever placard or specific graphics that they ran of the 3 cars for that event. I'm gonna go with the WEC because I like just like the DHL 77. It's kind of cool. So I am going to register for that. I'll do one more race because these are short and sweet. Up to 44 drivers, and then I'm going to take a quick second to look at my profile just to see what the results were for those events. So let's check out the back to school. Let's see the rank breakdown on that. I finished 3rd in that, gained 14 spots, gained a little bit of rating, nothing in safety because I'm already maxed. So let's go back to, oops, I guess it jumped me all the way back. I'm going to jump to the other race that I did, which was the Bahrain. And how did I do on that one? Did I gain anything? I gained 10 spots. Crazy. I gained a teeny bit of rating. All good. Okay. So I'm going to jump in and I'm going to practice in this for about 10 minutes. Let's do it. And so join practice, figure out which session I want to go into. I'm going to pick practice number 4. And wait for it to load up. No, I think all in all, I think that LMU is doing a pretty spectacular job, and I hope they keep up with it because I think it's going to be something pretty cool here if they can keep riding this, keep making the improvements, and keep being attentive to the wants and the needs of the people who do this. All right, let's go practice and see if I can fix that miserable line that I had. Let's go about 10 minutes. Get out here and run around a little bit, and then we'll have another quick race.
Your exit looks clear. Stay behind the line. Incident in Sector 1. Yellow flag. We need to get some heat into these brakes. Green flag, Sector 1.
What you doing there, buddy?
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 81. On your right. Clear right. Yellow flag in Sector 1.
Sounds so good. tires to come up a little bit.
Green flag sector 1.
I feel like I'm the only one on the track.
P4. Flag in sector 1. We think that Arbor has gone off. Sector 1 is green.
About 10 minutes before the event starts.
Okay, Rick, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Thanks, Jim. Sometimes Jim can be very helpful when he's not chewing my ass.
That time was a 1:26.35.
Sector 2 is yellow. Yellow flag, caution. It looks like Lawrence has gone off. Green flag, sector 1. Green flag, sector 2. Barber has stacked it. Sector 2 is clear. Car right side's clear. Brake temperatures look good.
Warm up my
Yellow flags. Think Barber has been hit. Green flag, sector 3. Sector 1 is yellow.
Lap
It looks like Murphy has
1:28.06.
crashed. P4. Sector 1 is green.
Lap 1:25.60.
That was 1:25.60.
Chug, are you still on? Watching this? Or are you racing?
Time
Incident in sector 2, sector 2 is yellow. That's your quickest lap of this session.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you, what did you say you bought the R5 bundle? I was curious what your thoughts were, because I think you said you just bought a setup.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left.
Just trying to remember. It seems like it's been a while since I've streamed. Yeah, what do you think of it so far?
Incident sector 3, yellow flag. We think that Barber has binned it. Green flag sector 3. Sector 1 is yellow. Sector 1 is now green.
I'm trying to get set up so that I can go out to Chicago for the Sim Expo in September. If I'm able to go, I'm probably going to film it and try to see if I can cover it. Film it, maybe live stream, we'll see.
Sector 3 is yellow.
Truly surprised. How so? What do you mean? In a good way? I hope so.
Sector 3 is clear.
Because you're coming from a gear-driven wheelbase to this.
Sector 1, yellow flag.
And I'm being sloppy at the moment, but that's okay. I'm just killing laps.
Has spun off.
Got time for one more lap. Good. Yeah, that's great. I think you're gonna, going from a gear-driven wheelbase to a force feedback, brushless or whatever, direct drive. I think you're going to be really, really impressed with how. I'm not paying attention. I'm yapping. I think you're going to be really impressed with the resolution on what you feel, and it'll be night and day. To be honest, I think. Neutral. Yeah, and if you go, if you join the Discord, like MOZA Discord or the Discord for the game itself, for the sim, there's people will post all kinds of little setup tidbits, tweaks, settings, and that can help you get there a little bit faster, for sure.
Yellow flag, sector 1.
And I think for the budget that you had and the availability and for what you're going to do, I think the 5 unit meters is probably going to be fine out of the gate. Not to say down the road you might not decide to do something different.
Yellow flag, sector 3.
All right, I'm going to go pit because
it looks like RTO has gone
the
off.
session is about to end and my race is about to begin. See all these people going out, but I think our practice session's about to finish here. Whoops. Oh, it's one of these weird diagonal ones. Yeah. I always screw it up. There we go. Let's jump out to main menu.
That's the end of the session. P2.
Yeah, they may. They very much, my settings might work. To be fair, I don't really think I did a lot to mine. I mean, the settings in the sim itself make a big difference. But if you like, I mean, maybe after this race, I can show you how I have mine set up, how it works for me. That does not necessarily mean that you're gonna like it, but if you want, I can certainly, what I'll do is I can after this race, if you're still on, what I'll do is I'll open up my settings for this sim and show you kind of what I have, and I can pull MOZA into my center screen, and I can show you the settings that I have for MOZA too if you want, and maybe it'll get you a little bit closer, but I would think it should work the same. So 145 people signed up for this. The beginner level fixed stuff is always populated, always. The challenge is if there's something you really want to do, like, if you really want to run a prototype, you're out of luck, more often than not, which kind of sucks. And again, I love multi-class, which is usually intermediate, advanced, or special event. But on the weekends during the day, man, there's so many people because you get the American driver, the North American drivers, the South American drivers, all the European drivers. It gets busy, and you can find all kinds of good stuff. All right, let's get out here. Do some laps. Give this guy a flash. Might as well blind him while I'm at it. Hey, you in the red jumpsuit. You don't need your eyes. This guy's just gonna plow into everybody. Hi. Jackass. See if I can even turn around. Do a 3-point turn. Just for the hell of it. It wasn't really a 3-point turn, that was more like a 30-point turn. I guess I should have turned TC off and just ripped it. Leave it to a Beamer driver.
Pit exit's clear, push. Brake temperatures are low, we need to get some heat into them.
It's all good, it's just a quick 2-minute practice. Time I got left here. 48 seconds. He gave me a wrong way penalty. Or not penalty, but warning. So, yeah, tell it to the guy that spun me. What do you mean, can you race down in LMU? Like, what do you mean race down? I'm not sure I understand. Race down? Okay, waiting for qualifying. All right, time to qualify.
Pit exit looks clear. Okay, Rick, we've got 4 minutes to get the job done.
Oh yeah, no, you can race.
We need to get some heat into them.
You can race in any category that you're eligible for, to my knowledge. Like, so yeah, like, if you're again, driver rating just determines who they're going to put you against. Safety rating just tells you what less complexity level you're available to do. You know, so if you want to do advanced, you're going to have to be like gold. But, you know, a gold level driver can definitely go race a beginner level race, like a fixed race like this. So, and I can show you, I will show you after this race a little bit about that if you want. But yeah, you can race anything as long as you're eligible to do it. But that's why I think you'll find that so many people just do the beginner events because it's always populated. And then if you're a gold level driver, say gold level driver rating driver, they're going to put you with other gold level drivers if there's some available. But the splits are not created by safety rating, they're created by skill rating, more or less, if I understand correctly.
Tyres all round.
I've got a second and a half off this lap. That was a pretty sloppy lap. So knocked off 2 seconds.
1:24.83
place. Okay, let's stop requested. That's the end of the session. B13. Ready.
Alright, finish out this lap. Didn't miss much. Just about finished qualifying.
Lap 1:24.69.
Alright, now to go to the pits. That's my...
Teams and drivers go to the grid for a race start.
First thing first, I gotta put some fuel in this thing. I think I figured I needed about 13 laps. Go 13 and a half and see if it gives me it. Did it give me 13 and a half? Yeah, good enough. Okay. All right. Race start. I'm way at the back again because I'm slow. It's all good. All good. Got about 20 seconds to race start. Yeah, I think this will probably be the last race for the night, unless this one I get slaughtered and then decide I must do Sebring. But it's coming up on 9 o'clock, and I've actually got dessert waiting for me upstairs. Oh no. I don't have any feedback.
Formation lap has started.
I just made a mistake, and I did not make sure I had force feedback. Oh man, this is going to be bad. So I currently have no force feedback because I didn't check it. Well, this is going to be spicy. I can't adjust it while I'm doing it, so...
Green flag, green flag.
I might actually have to pit real quick and fix this.
Car right. Still there.
Feels weird.
Hold your line, right side's clear. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. We think that Pedro has gone off. Green flag in Sector 1.
Well, we'll see. Maybe I'll just run it without any force feedback. It's very strange. Yeah, thanks, Rax GT.
Yellow flag. Green flag, Sector 2. It looks like it's mid-bit.
It's going to come right across.
Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. You can see Vasily has stacked it. Green flag, Sector 3.
Hey, Denaluk. Oh, jeez.
Time 1:39.38.
Move to good use. E14.
Yeah. This is very strange with no feedback.
All right, Rick. The next car is Aruju. Car right. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Still there. On your right. Still there. Clear right. The car in front of us is now D.
If there was a pit stop in this race, I would, yeah, it's going to try to dive on.
Time
You've just done a 126.46.
Yeah, Rex, I'm a pretty big fan of LMU.
Yellow flag. Clear left. We think that Clerk has crashed. Green flag sector 1.
Forgot to drop my traction control, my ABS down. I'm just gonna have to make this work for this race.
Fastest lap for Gates, 123.57.
Yeah, I mean, Chug and Rax, I ran iRacing a lot, and since LMU came out, I've really not been iRacing as much.
Gap to 10th position. In front is now 0.9. Okay, Rick, the next car is Aruju. Gap to Pedro behind is now 0.18.
I say give it a try, man. It's a blast. The graphics are great. The sound is great. The feeling's great.
123.78.
You can do multi-class. You can do GT3, GTE. It's pretty good. I'm a big fan of it, but it's been out for what, a year now, and I've been all over it. Occasionally I'll go and I'll run iRacing, but I always find myself coming back to this. Right now I'm fighting with no force feedback. I got no power steering. It's very strange. Very, very odd. Oh, took that turn wrong here.
Car right. Clear right.
Really?
Left clear left. Into sector 3, yellow flag.
That was a pretty jackass
time. We think Aruju's mid it. The driver in front of us is Ladderman. Sector 3 is clear, green flag.
This guy's gonna dive off. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the IMSA stuff. Multi-class is just, it's more fun. I mean, GT's fun, but multi-class is just so much more challenging to me.
Okay, Rick, that's half distance.
guy behind me rear-end me. He's being awfully antsy.
New fastest lap for Gates, 123.38.
Nice.
Lap 124.78.
So you get in with a team to do the full special events? Or just some friends who split it up? Start taking bets on how long it is before this guy rear-ends me. Oh, jeez. Did you see that death in front of me? That was crazy.
Sector 3 is green.
Nice, Rex. I say give it a try, man. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at how much fun it is.
5 minutes to go.
And the feeling and everything, you know, it's very, you know, and to be fair, you know, I go back to iRacing. I spent hours and hours and hours on iRacing, but I got to tell you, it's just, you know, LMU just feels so much better. So there is, I can show you real quick after this race if you want to see. That was a weird wobble. Yeah, there's a driver rating and safety rating. This guy's going to dive bombing.
Still clear right.
Yeah, there's a driver rating and safety rating. They use a system very, very similar to iRacing, I think, as far as lining drivers up. I don't know as I've ever run a race without any force feedback.
That's the new fastest lap for Imola, 123.00. Okay,
Lap 124.64.
No mistakes. You've just done a 124.
Yeah, it happens. I understand that. Well, the cool thing is that you can buy the base game and race quite a bit of content without having to spend a ton of money. I mean, this GT3 is free with the game, I believe. In the Mustang and the McLaren, I believe. Porsche, now you get to deal with the Ferrari. He just bulldozed his way through.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
No, the base game, it's
125.30.
maybe $38. I'm trying to remember. Honestly, I don't remember. I should quote a price. And for the daily racing, it doesn't cost anything. I mean, it's... there's no subscription unless you want to get into like championships and stuff like that. Yeah, 31 bucks. How can you go wrong, right? And then the DLCs, they're really affordable. Oh, that's why I'm braking really late and the poor car's squirming all over the place. I can't feel anything right now. It's really unnerving, to be honest. Zero feeling in the wheel.
Time was a 1:25.49.
See if I can hang on to this position.
We just cut the track.
Yeah. Hi there, Mustang facing the wrong way.
It looks like D has been hit.
Yeah, it's like driving a wet washcloth back and forth. There's like literally no feeling at the moment. That was my bad. I didn't confirm, I didn't check it. I was too busy gabbing, and I didn't confirm that my feedback was working before the race started, and I ran out of time to go make sure it was going. And to correct it.
Sector 3 is yellow. Sector 1 is clear. Sector 3
if it was a longer race, I might pit and do it, but this is like a sprint. It's only a 15-minute race. Jinx.
E9. Well done, mate. Good finish. Okay.
Yeah, I'll take it. Considering I was running a car that was acting all whack. All right, so let's pull over here for a minute. Jump out of this someday. Okay. I want to see if we can go back and find that death that occurred. I wonder if I can do this through watch. Let me see. Oh, let me see. Where did that? I want to see where that murder happened because it was kind of funny. I don't remember what lap it was. Yeah, no, I'll skip it. I'm not going to be able to find it fast, so I'm going to jump out of this. All right. So that was a pretty good race. Let me turn that audio off so I can actually talk without having to shout over it. So let me jump out of that. And I'm going to take a quick second to see what the let's see if it gives me the event. So gained 7 spots on that. And, oh, so I actually lost a little bit of rating on that. So, Rax, to give you a little bit of like detail on that. So, bear with me a sec. I'm going to go to my profile. So that might be a little bit easier that way. So, there's driver ranking, safety rating. As I was saying earlier in the stream, the safety ranking determines what level of event you're eligible to race, whether it's beginner, intermediate, or advanced events. You know, generally intermediate and advanced, you know, you can start getting into custom setups, you can do the prototypes, you can do, you know, the hypercars and stuff like that. Generally, the all the beginner stuff is generally limited to kind of like the GT3 and GTE stuff for the most part. But that being said, that tends to be where most of the racing is. And so much like, say, iRacing, or I guess maybe even ACC, your driver ranking determines how they split you up into, you know, who you're going to race against. So safety rank just gets you eligible for certain levels of racing. The driver rank is how they position you within the splits. So, for example, and this is, I think, Chug, maybe we were talking about it a little bit too earlier. So let's go for this. Yeah, I already know I lost points. Yay. Okay. Let me go back to online through a variety of clicks here. So it still shows me as registered for that, which is not right. Let me jump all the way out of this. Okay, so if I went to the daily races, bam, and I'm like, hey, you know, I want to do the Bahrain paddock fix that starts in 28 minutes. I can go on here. And so actually, yeah, I remember what it was, Chug. You were talking about the rankings of drivers and whether or not you could, quote, race down at a lower level. And the answer is, yeah, absolutely. Of course, right now, there's not enough people signed up for this to show you. But like for right now, because the Sebring race literally just started 2 seconds ago, so everybody's doing that. You know, but right now, everybody's basically a bronze. There's only 10 people listed. They're all bronze safety rated, except for this one guy, Keith McFarland, who's gold 3 safety rating. So Keith, for example, he could race all the way up through hypercars if he chose to, even though his driver rating's bronze 3. The bronze rating just means that that's where these individuals are going to be pitted against each other when it goes to do the splits. So let me see, just for giggles, just for laughs, look at the intermediate. So let's do the prototype classic trophy. So that'll be GTE and LMP2. So 2 people signed up. Let me see if it tells you what the minimum requirement is. I think it says it down here behind the chat screen. Let me see something. Got to move some stuff here. So this is 2 times driver rating, 2 times safety rating as far as points, open setup, unlimited tires, no tire warmers, and I don't believe it gives a detail to what the requirement is for this one. Let me see. Maybe what it would do, though, because I'm a platinum driver, platinum safety rating, maybe what it's doing is it's not showing me that anything, like if you're uneligible for something due to your safety rating, maybe what it'll do is it won't allow you to click on the field or something. I really don't remember, to be honest. But, you know, for example, so there's some people starting to sign up for the intermediate stuff for advanced, you know, the one stint sprint at Monza. See if anybody's in there. I'm betting there's nobody in there. Okay, so there's a few people. You know, there's 3 people in here. Driver rating, silvers and bronze. You know, platinum safety rating. You know, hypercar. Nobody's signed up for GTs, which is unfortunate. So, like, this race will might go off, and there might only be 4 people in it. It won't count because I believe you have to have at least 8 people in the race for the for it to count. You know, for the points to count, which is unfortunate. But let me go back to daily for a minute. I don't think the weekly race is eligible yet. Let me see. Yeah, this one starts at like 11 o'clock tonight. There won't be anybody signed up for that. And again, you know, you get into weekly races, you get into the special events, like this weekend there's the special event. Just tons. Everybody comes out of the woodwork. It's crazy how many people come out of the woodwork to do those races. And you know, if I have time this weekend, I probably will try to get in on a 2.4 hour. Actually, I'll show you that again, just because we were talking about it earlier. You know, the special event for this weekend is a 2.4 hour Le Mans with chicanes, but it's 2023. So this would not have, if I'm correct, it'll be GTE. Probably no GT3. Let me see. Yeah. So that's kind of the situation. You know, I definitely. I'll go back to beginner for a second. See if anybody signed up. just because I wanted to show. So yeah, so now you see like there's silver rated people, bronze rated people, and you know, chances are what it'll do, this ranking system here, there's 25 people. So like, say it was a 10 car split, this would be, or say it's a 15 car split, just for argument's sake, there would be 2 splits, one would be 15, one would be 10. It's going to take in order, like in this listing here, it always starts off with the highest ranked person, the person with the highest driver rating. And then it goes down from there. So a split one will be consist of the top 10, and then the next 10, and then the next 10. So yeah, but I'm gonna jump out of this real quick. But yeah, it's I say give it a go, man. It's a lot of fun. I've had a great time. iRacing is a blast, but the delivery of LMU, the graphics are really great. The sound's really great. Real quick, let me see. Chug, are you still on? Because you had asked about settings. Sorry, somebody just left me a message. All right. Here, bear with me a second. I just got a text message I kind of need to respond to. Well, no, I'll do that in a second. Something going on. Anyway, so okay. So real quick, I'll show you these real quick, and then I got to go because I actually got to take this message. It seems like it's something family related. So real quick, settings, and going to controls. So like for, whoops, feedback. So under force feedback, you know, right now it's force feedback strength is 100%, collision strength, tweaks, you know, calibrate it. Maximum wheel rotation is 1440. So really I haven't changed much of anything in here. But to go, I'm going to back out of this. So in the sim itself, really not a lot that I've changed, to be honest with you. But I will show you real quick. Got to pull my little net down here, you know, because I'm safe. I'm in the pits, right? Give me a second here. That ain't it. Sorry, that's Sim Hub. You're not going to find it there. So MOZA. Okay. I got to bring my MOZA menu over to where it's viewable. Okay. So KS wheel, R9 base. You know, right now, the maximum steering angle that I run is 1440. That's the one that seems to feel the most natural. Force feedback for me, I run at about 80%. I find, and it definitely differs depending on the car, that for GT cars, about 80% of my wheelbase feels pretty good. Granted, this is an R9, so this is running 9 Newton meters. Yours is running 5. I think you'd be able to run it wide open, to be honest. I think you could run it at a full 5 Newton meters, and it's going to give you everything that you need. And so there's that. Let me go to the wheelbase itself, the profiles. Okay, so 1440 angle. Soft limit stiffness, I have at 1. Soft strength. And to be honest, I haven't played with a lot of this stuff. You know, maybe it would make it better. I just kind of played with it and left it where it felt great. You know, maximum torque limit 100%. Game force intensity is at 80. Wheel inertia is at whatever the default is for the KS wheel. And I don't know if it does that automatically, if it identified my KS. Maximum wheel speed at 40%. And then advanced settings, natural damping, 40%. You know, honestly, everything right now is low. So actually, something just dawned on me too. These values might not be correct if the wheelbase is not running in the sim at the moment. And I may have to show you that on the next stream if you're okay with that, because I kind of got to answer this call here and figure out what that was, because I think it's important. But what I would recommend, oops, sorry, I'm just looking at text here. Yeah, thanks, Rex. And absolutely, you know, and same with, you know, Chug and everybody. If you guys got questions, I will answer them as best I can. If not, I will BS my way through it and try to make it sound really logical and intelligent. I'll try my best to swim through that pile. But yeah, no, I'm always here to answer questions, because, you know, it's fun to share the passion. And you know, and if you end up with any questions about the sim or whatever, definitely go back and watch some of the other videos, because I do a pretty deep dive. But my recommendation to you, Chug, is what I would do is I would go online and I would go on Discord. I would take a look at what people have for presets and things like that. You might be able to get a little different feel out of it. You know, MOZA has a great Discord channel with tons and tons and tons of information. LeMans Ultimate has a great Discord channel with tons and tons of information. I guarantee you will find something in there in the community for people trying to help each other, because the sim racing community is just wicked cool, and everybody, you know, likes to help everybody else. But on that note, let me change my screen over real quick. I'm going to log off for the night, because I'm going to take this message here, figure out what that was all about. But yeah, it was an interesting night. Had 3 good races, and very strange doing that last race with no feedback. But I survived it, didn't die, lost a teeny bit of points, but I'll take it. So anyways, glad to be back. You know, had a good, week and a half off, had to travel, and now I'm back, and I should do another stream here pretty soon, probably in the next couple days, if not this weekend. Maybe I'll get crazy and I'll try to live stream the 2.4-hour Le Mans. We'll see how that goes. But for now, I'm going to log out and want to say thank you to everybody who decided to come in and chat tonight and check out the racing. Definitely appreciate having people around. And as always, please hit the like, please subscribe, please leave a comment. Love to hear from people, and definitely love engaging with the people through the chats. And on that, I'm going to log out for the night and catch y'all later. Peace.